This is where it all starts coming together. There is no quick fix for reversing kidney disease. And these videos are short, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, and that way you don't miss any important future content. In September 2023, I received great news after my physical. In 2 years, I went from stage 3A kidney disease to within the normal range. Now that you know the timeline of events that led to me reversing stage 3A kidney disease, it's time for me to get more detailed about exactly how I did it. From this point forward, these videos are going to contain topics and subtopics from my READ system: resilience, education, action, and discipline. Now, it's very important to understand that these 4 pillars don't necessarily always have to fall in the same order, but they do have to coexist. So for an example, maybe you're on your diet, you're on your kidney diet, and you're trying to restrict potassium. And you go out to dinner or to a friend's and you try something new. You decide you're going to have acorn squash that night. It's delicious, you love it, but after you eat it, you get home and you decide you're going to look up and see what the potassium content in acorn squash is. Well, it's very high. So at that point, you've got a decision to make. Do you continue to have acorn squash because you loved it, or do you alter your diet so that it does not include acorn squash in the future, or just small amounts, and you know that if you are going to have it, you've got to limit something else? So you take action, and then you're disciplined in following the diet to make sure that you're not having something that maybe you shouldn't have. So it didn't really take resilience, but you used the education part, the action part, and the discipline part. Now, resilience is where I want to start because that's the first letter. It's the R in READ. So resilience by definition is overcoming obstacles. And really, as I looked more into the word resilience, it's really overcoming fear. Now, everybody has fear. There's no question everybody has fear. You can be afraid of a lot of different things, but anybody who has a health issue definitely has fear of that health issue becoming worse. I know that when I was diagnosed with the stage 3A kidney disease, it was one of the most fearful things that I've ever experienced. Again, my dad died of it at age 70. I was 56, and I was told you've got between 12 and 15 years. So now, not only was I diagnosed, which that part honestly wasn't as scary, it was knowing that I'm not only have this disease, but there's actually an expectation of me dying within a certain time period. I'd rather know that don't have some type of disease and I'm just going to die sometime in the future, because I'm really not afraid of death. But what I did find is that I was very fearful of the process and knowing that, I only had so much time on this earth. So resilience to me is so important. It gets things going, because if you're fearful, you have to know how to take that fear, and you can't let that fear just manifest in you in a negative way. You have to take that fear and you have to use that fear in a positive way. Now, I am a person that I've been a very successful businessman. I was a Division I college wrestler. I was a Division I college coach. And, the one thing that I know is that in my own life, I'm one of those people that I probably have more a fear of failure than I do a love of success. So it's that, hating to lose more than I love to win has always been what's driven me. And sometimes it's really not been good. It's had a negative effect on my career and my life in a lot of different ways. So when I realized that I came to terms that I have this disease and I'm putting together a plan to beat it, the first thing that I really thought of is, hey, I've got to overcome this fear. I'm not going to die in 12 to 15 years because I'm going to embrace that I have chronic kidney disease, and I am going to come up with a plan to beat it. And I'm always going to have that fear that I'm not going to follow the plan, and then I'm going to lose. It's going to be game over. The kidney disease wins. So by taking fear and making it into a plan for success, let that fear drive you in this new lifestyle that you're going to have to create, knowing that, yes, you have kidney disease. You'll probably always have kidney disease because if you don't commit to a new lifestyle, and if you're not disciplined, okay, the D in the READ system, then likely you're not going to overcome it. You're not going to reverse it. So resilience, being able to overcome that obstacle, being able to overcome the fear of losing to the kidney disease, and then take that fear, channel it into something positive, channel it into this new lifestyle that hopefully I'm going to help you create, because that's what I did. That's what allowed me to get past and reverse chronic kidney disease. I learned everything that I needed to do. I became educated. Do I know everything? No. The example of acorn squash, it happened to me. I loved it. I was like, I need to eat more of this. Nope, it's got a lot of potassium in it. But the very first thing that I had to do is I had to conquer that fear. Because as I said in a past video, I felt sorry for myself. I was diagnosed and I was just like, this is awful. This is the one thing I don't want. I don't want to die the same death my dad did, stuck on a tube while I get dialysis. So I took that fear and I embraced the fact that I have chronic kidney disease. I told my friends, I told anybody who would ask me, Craig, why have you lost so much weight? Why are you so skinny? Well, at first I was just telling them I'm on a different diet for diabetes, and that was true. But I would never admit that I had kidney disease. I didn't want people to feel sorry for me. And I was feeling sorry for myself. So the fear, the angst of having this disease can easily work against you if you allow it to. But again, if you take it and you are resilient, you overcome the obstacles that are in your way, and you will do that if you focus, you commit to these 4 pillars of this READ system. So with that, in between now and the next video, take some time and really think about, hey, what is it that you're scared of? Are you afraid of losing to whatever health condition that you have? Are you so afraid of losing to it that you're going to give up? Or are you willing to channel that fear into the fear of failure, that you will beat and overcome whatever's wrong with you? And you'll do that by implementing a plan that I'm going to help you to do, because I'm going to show you exactly what I did. And if you do that, you are on your way to kicking kidney disease's ass and whatever else might be giving you problems. And I'll see you next time.